pretty big gap down open today, so that was kind of interesting start to the day. We are still watching this rising wedge form, and we have kind of a pause day. This hasn't confirmed that we're putting in a higher low than 580.91. We need tomorrow to see a bull day to mark this daily higher low and start heading back up to 602. So we will see. This is not ideal where we are right now. We're closing below the 50 daily EMA. Not an ideal situation, but we're still not lost. From here, we might just see us tighten up and going into the new year, but that remains to be seen. So we will need to see the rest of some follow-through bounce tomorrow to confirm that the daily higher low is set. Otherwise, we are looking back down to 580.91 still. The NASDAQ, a little bit stronger, still above the 50 EMA, and still scouting out that higher low than 21,000. The Russell, a little bit different story. We made an attempt to break the daily bear flag today. We're still just floating above the 200 daily moving average. Bulls are still not out of the woods. We need to confirm that this is a daily higher low here, and then make a higher high. But still very far from its top. Definitely the weakest sector. And the Dow, kind of a similar story, but slightly stronger. We need to see some bulls show up tomorrow, or we could very easily head down to that 200 moving average. The VIX spiking, closing above the 80 EMA. Our daily higher low is set here at 1427. And now we are looking for a daily lower high than, I guess it would be 2651. So we'll have that on watch to see what happens. AVGO just bouncing off the daily 80 EMA. Still showing strength relative to the rest of the market. So definitely on top watch. And let me see if we hit hourly oversold. We did just today, so if you did buy the daily the hourly oversolds, that provided a pretty decent bounce you could have made some profit off of and gotten a risk-free position. But at this point, we are still just trying to find a daily higher low than 217. So we could still just tighten up sideways here. Nothing changes until one of these levels breaks. Actually, I guess we can lower that too. So we can still tighten up for quite a long time here into the beginning of the new year. Snow, straight off 52-week highs. Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't 52-week highs. But we are in the gap fill now. Not ideal where you... Actually, we even left a gap behind today. So we're in gap fill territory. We are 4-hour oversold. We are still waiting for a bounce on the daily. 1 hour just getting out of oversold, but still pretty oversold. So yeah, we are still waiting for a daily bounce on this. Hopefully we catch support at the 50 moving average. Google just trading sideways, still trying to find its daily higher low as well. It's still holding the 0.382 fib area around from the last big move. But yeah, we can tighten up for the beginning of the new year for quite a while. Tesla's just holding on right now. It's already had its daily lower high set, and we might be looking finally into a daily trend change, which would be the first time for quite a while. We're still in a weekly bull flag at this point. We're still above the weekly EMAs, so it's still strong overall. It just ran harder than most, and we're just trying to find support at some point here. It's still hanging above its previous all-time high, so that's also a good sign. But yeah, ideally, we trade sideways at this point. Kind of losing its momentum, though. Apple, coming straight off the all-time high, still finding support. Still looking for its support, sorry. And it still has the opportunity to make a daily higher low than 245.69. So we're still looking good. Closing at the daily 12 EMA. And we will wait to see tomorrow. Kind of a pause candle, so we'll see how tomorrow shapes up. But definitely one of the strongest names. Palantir also closing at the 12 EMA. So it made a new all-time high and is going right into finding a daily higher low, which kind of you look at a rising wedge in these type of scenarios. So not sure what we're looking at here, but if this could be what we're looking at. But yeah, still strong overall. Just trying to find a daily higher low than 71.50. MicroStrategy. Overall, we are now down 44.4% from the all-time high. So that's quite a bit now. That is quite a bit of a dip. We are under the 50 daily moving average. We were in a tightening range there. And that broke bearish. So right here. Broke bearish. Now we are getting definitive follow through. Looks like we might be going for a gap down. Open tomorrow. And we are heading into this gap filled area. And we might want to head towards testing the previous all-time high. And that would be closer down to the 200 daily moving average. So MicroStrategy, pretty weak at this point. Now it seems to be looking like it wants to go find daily oversold before it finds support. So let's see, we're already 4 hour, yep. Making lower lows without RSI making lower lows. That's a pretty strong downtrend trend. NVDA, the only Magnificent 7 name that was green today. As I was saying before, I was looking at this inverse head and shoulder. Looks like we put in our daily higher low already. So that's a good sign. So at this point, now we'll want to break this neckline. So it made one attempt and there was a bit of profit taking. So that's kind of a little bit of a red flag that maybe we aren't done selling. So caution there. We will want to see follow through tomorrow. IONQ, still just putting in daily higher lows. Just a pause candle, bouncing off the 12 EM daily EMA. Still looks good, just grinding up. But also be a lookout for, looks like we're kind of possibly making a rising wedge here. The higher highs aren't getting a lot of follow through, so caution there. But still looks good, still strong. Reddit looking for a daily higher low after a new all-time high that made very little follow through. So that's, again, this is where we look for our rising wedge, and we could be into some trouble here. But we are hourly oversold. Got a bit of a bounce from there. So we were trying to see if we can shape up a higher low, hourly higher low tomorrow and break the highs. OKLO actually had a pretty good day, the nuclear energy stock, so just actually an inside bar, but relative to the rest of the market, that was actually a strong day. So up 3.82%, and still just looking for its daily higher low than 1941. So very strong overall. Still in looks like a weekly bull flag. Weekly, monthly bull flag. Yeah, see. So it looks really good. We'll want to see follow through tomorrow. And I think that is it for names today. Yeah, that is it. All right, thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.